Hi everyone. Sorry about that. I had the school call me about what's going on for the fall, so had to deal with that, of course. But I pulled out some papers while I was talking on the phone to add to our piece. So this is Embraceable You. Who doesn't like Ira and George Gershwin? And now I'm making it so there will be two in each. Okay. One, two. Just slip it in there. One, two. I know picking out papers may get a little boring, but I apologize for that, but you still need to do it in order to get some of these things done. So this is wallpaper that I just have hanging out. Figured why not put it in these, so. Now I don't need to be really doing that too much. An envelope in one, and I have this blank card that I think is very pretty, but just stick it in one. And then I have these doilies to stick in each one. I just think it adds a little extra charm with that vintagey look that each of them has. Alright, now I'm going to add an envelope to this one, and then I'm going to add some papers to the other ones. Scrapbooking paper. And yeah, I don't really measure I just throw them in. Should work. Now, do I want to add this in? You know what? I'm not going to add these in. I kind of want to fussy cut them. Sounds like fun. Alright, so I'm going to add 2 pieces of graph paper for one. For signature. One, 2. I might not get to all my books here. I'm just going to do as many as I can. Before our time's up. And I bought this graph paper when I found out Shopko was going out of business. I got a lot of my supplies by doing that, actually. Well, everything was 50-60% off. I couldn't go wrong when it came down to that. And they didn't have very many supplies anymore at that point in time. What I thought was funny too is there's so many different things to go off of on that. So, alright. I'm going to put 2 of these, I think, in each. 1, 2. And these are... Okay. Pretty pink. Or not pretty pink. Vintage polka dot shops. Pretty papers. Coffee dyed papers.
Are you not gonna pick one?
I'm thinking about buying more coffee dyed papers in bulk, just because I use them so much. These are like my favorite papers to use. Which I know is kind of ridiculous, but at the same time, I still do it. Alright. Got them done. Let's pull out this. Alright. So, I have a lot of this. Is, just, wallpaper that I used as a backdrop for a lot of my crafting for a while there. So, I'm just gonna do what I did before. Do as I did before, I should say. I just took it and just cut. It trims it down enough where I can cut it into even more pieces. But then I have a pile like this and makes it so much easier. So all I have to do is take it like this, and all I'm going to do is cut it in half. And I just eyeball it. It don't matter too much. It might be too long, but I'll be cutting that stuff up anyways after I get it all put together later on. So when I get to the binding portion of it, right now it's just picking out the papers. All right, got them papers in. Now these are all like different dyed papers that I've done recently, so who knows what's all in here. We'll add some of this. These are math problems. And I think I Kool-Aid dyed these ones that I'm fiddling with right now. There we go. And then I want 1, 2, 3 of these. So I always tried to add at least a little bit of my kids' papers, and this one, obviously orange. Not my favorite color, but I always try to add in my daughter's artwork somewhere. So I copy dye it sometimes, so people don't realize what's all in it. One, two, three. 3 pages of dictionary paper. And it's like 90 outside right now, so yeah, I'm sweating a lot. All right. So 1, 2, 3. And this should definitely be way more than enough papers for them. I just didn't want it all to be a part of the digital kit and all that. I'm trying to use less digital kits is what I'm trying to do. Doesn't always work, but I'm trying. All right, so these will be the papers for this lovely book. And I really like her. I thought that matched the pretty background that I have going. Not sure exactly how exactly I'm gonna add a bunch of lace or whatnot yet, so I just chose what I wanted in the cover. So our 3 signatures, and it's definitely bigger than what's in it, so I'll have to be cutting it down, all that jazz, but that's all right. I have several different series that I've been sort of working on. That one, it's just a different thing. All right, so I started a little bit with this one, but I haven't picked out papers for it, the inside of it necessarily. I have these 2. So we're just gonna add some of these, maybe one of each thing. I don't know. We'll see when I get to that point. And there, one of these ones seems like a good idea. This one looks so vintagey. But it says Yankee. Yankee Filer Normandy. I think that would be cool. But this is going to be my Wizard of Oz themed. I definitely love the gold, and I'm thinking, oh, and then I made a little pouch thing for it. This is family, so I just want to have fun with it a little bit. All right. Add 2 of these. Hopefully you can still somewhat see. 2 graph papers here. Two coffee dyed papers. I think I'm going to use the last of my onion paper on this too. The 2 onion papers. Just because it's so different and unique. And then 2 of these. And yeah, I normally do this in bulk, where I try to get as much into these as I possibly can. So, there we go. All our papers that are going to go along with this. I probably should do a quick flip through, but with the copyright with Wizard of Oz movies and stuff, I don't like to show that off too much, but just a little thing here. And I did use different ideas for backgrounds on these, so it wouldn't be so plain. Not too plain anyways. Got perfect inside. I tried my best with these. I like it for what I'm doing it for and who I'm doing it for, so. And then this will go right in here. And I also have this, which just different. This is my neutral, my floral neutral one. I think it's gorgeous, but I haven't figured out yet what I'm gonna do in the inside, and maybe we should pick out papers for that too, to add some of these papers to it. So might as well, right? We're already out here doing all these other ones. Oh, that wind. At least there's wind today. I mean, honestly, it was bad this past 4th of July weekend with how the wind's been. There was none. 98 degrees seems bearable today because there's wind. I don't necessarily feel like I'm melting. This was a printer mess up, so I decided I was going to try coffee dyeing it with pink coffee dye. Or, no, pink dye, food coloring. So this one was a food coloring job. So maybe it was like red food coloring or something. I don't know. I know this one I did blue food coloring. Let's add an orange one. Speaking of, I need to make some coffee tonight so it'll be ready for morning. Cooled off by then. Enough where we can coffee dye in the morning. But yes, I'm making 2 books that are going to fit into this little pouch here. Just as a nice, cute way of holding on to it. And then I'm going to wrap the pouch with some cloth, coffee dyed fabric, I think. So it'll be nice and easy for whomever gets this piece. But again, this one is a custom order that I'm doing. So I think that is it for today. I might do the papers on my own with these. You obviously get the gist after the 3 that I just did. So enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.